Welcome to the 1204. I have seen so many videos lambasting Ginger J. Lambasting Ginger J for what he said on Black Chat London. I am not surprised by that at all. However, I am a little bit surprised that these same YouTubers who are making these videos about Ginger J, they also have smoke for the other men on the panel on Black Chat London. Because according to the people who are making these lambasting videos about Ginger J, these people believe that the men on the panel should have said something. They believe that they should have defended black women. Therefore, these guys are worthy of the smoke that they are giving to Ginger J. I've heard people call these guys pussies. One of those people who have been giving smoke to the other guys on the panel is a guy who goes by the name Drazzy. Because Drazzy did a reaction video speaking about the events that took place on Black Chat London. He was with somebody else. And they, in my opinion, I think that they focused more on China than anybody else. Now, I will admit, I did only see about 5 minutes of that. But that's all I needed to see. They said things like, China only has smoke for women. But when he was on an RTM show, he was quiet. Drazzy refers to China as a church mouse. According to Drazzy, China has been disrespecting women. He has been shouting at women. And according to Drazzy, if you shout at a woman, you are a pussy. And China responded in what I believe is typical China fashion. Because here's the thing. If Young Spray said this, if Young Spray said what Drazzy said about China, and if he said that about China, I don't think China responds the same way. I think China... So first of all, let me just tell you how China responded. China then responds by telling Drazzy to drop a location. He told him to suck his mum, SYM. I mean, that is the most disgusting thing in what anybody can say to anybody in the black community. And China is an African man. So I don't know why he's even talking like that. Only ghetto, ratchet Jamaican yardies speak like that. It's a horrible thing to say to somebody. If you really think about it, telling somebody to go and put their mouth between their mum's legs. Think about this right now for a second. Now, this is a Jamaican saying, but you know, Jamaican men, most of them believe that putting your face between a woman's legs is disgusting. They're not with the whole going down on a woman thing. But then they'll be the same people who is against oral sex on women. They will tell a man to go and do that to his own mother. That is so disgusting. And anybody who tells anybody to do that is a fucking imbecile. So yeah, China, you know, the man name's Voice. He tells this guy to suck his mum because he was trying to get some kind of reaction from this guy. He told this guy, "Listen, you better be on smoke when I see you. Furthermore, what's your location?" And this Drazi then sends China some kind of voice note telling China, let's listen, we can meet up. There's a park by my house. You don't bring anybody, I don't bring anybody. Let's go there and fight. Now, I'm not sure if Drazi is stupid or if Drazi is stupid. Listen, you don't know this guy from Adam. You don't know him from a hole in the wall. You telling him to come and meet you, you putting down an address where this guy can come and have a fight. And you don't know him from anywhere. It's stupidity. What makes you think he's going to play by the same rules that you are offering him? How do you know he's going to play by the same code of combat that you are presenting him with? You don't know that. That is foolishness. I've seen these kind of things go wrong so many times. We all know what happened with that black boy. He was a model, I believe. And I think some guy was trying to chat up his girl. He got into chat up his girl online. He actually got into an argument with a guy over the internet. I think they knew each other, but they got into an argument. And then he said to the guy, or someone said to someone, "Let's meet up and fight." This guy goes there to go and fight. But then the other guy turned up with about 3 guys, and one of them pulled out a knife and stabbed him, and he died. My point is this: how do you know he's not going to bring a knife there? How do you know he ain't going to bring dudes there? You go down there thinking you're going to have a one-on-one fight, and he jumps out the car with 4 guys. See, you don't know that. And this is the thing I don't get. What is it with black people? What is it with black men? That as soon as you agree with them, as soon as you disagree with them, as soon as you criticize a black man, their reaction would be to tell you to suck your mum, which is a declaration of war. Because as soon as that word leaves someone's mouth, It then escalates. Drazi said what he said about China and the other males on the panel. China, all you've got to do is make a video back and you say stuff about him. What's his mum got to do with it? Why do you want him to put his face between his mum's legs? Furthermore, why do you want to meet him for a fight? Because he's said that. Surely what he said wasn't even that deep. And even if it was, we have to understand. And we have to start going by the whole sticks and stones. What happened to sticks and stones? The whole thing is just stupid. A YouTuber makes a reaction video to another YouTuber, and that YouTuber then tells him to suck his mum and let's meet up for a fight. Then that YouTuber then says, okay, cool, let's meet up for a fight. And then the one who was asking for the location has now gone quiet. These are grown men. China is in his 40s. And I'm not saying this because to be do you know what I mean, to take the mick, because honestly speaking, in it, yeah, I don't think because you're a certain age you got to act a certain way in that. But surely this is just playground stuff. It's sucky mum talk. That's playground talk. And China's not the only one. The amount of YouTubers I've seen. I remember that Chronic telling that girl to suck her mum because they were arguing about something. It's all ridiculous. And honestly speaking, I hope these two don't actually fight. Because it's just not worth it. Because, look, listen, just because you're using your fist, here's the thing, just because you're using your fist and potentially your knees and your feet and elbows, whatever, that don't mean that somebody can't be killed. Just because your fists are not knives, don't mean that somebody cannot be killed. Think about this, Drazi. You go down there, you have a fight with this guy. You go down there, you have a fight with this guy. You end up punching him. And let's say you knock him out, and let's say he stays knocked out. What are you going to say in court? Oh, he told me to suck my mum and we agreed to fight. You're going to get hit with a manslaughter charge. Over what? So I ask the question, are you stupid or are you stupid? You people are not, I mean, you need to use your brains. Now, listen, I don't show my face on camera, nothing like that. But if I did, and if I made one of the videos that I make about people, and they said, listen, give me your address so we can fight, I'm going to tell them, listen, I am not going to give you any address. And I do not consent to fight you. Yeah? And that's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to start going back and forth and start making threats and all that kind of stuff. That's dumb. Because if something happens now, That will be used as evidence, what you guys are saying. But also, let me just add, I don't really agree with those guys on the panel catching smoke. And look, I don't think Ginger J should have been on that show in the first place. Like I said in my previous video, Ginger J is half caste. So why is this non-black person? Why is this half breed, half caste on a show that says Black Chat London? I mean, the hint is in the name, Black Chat. Surely you got to be black to go on the show. I mean, was it 2 seasons ago they had a white person on the show? What the fuck is that? So I don't think Ginger J should have been on the show, but in the first place, because of he's not dark enough. It's as simple as that. Yes, I'm being colorist. He is not black enough for that show. But also, I definitely don't agree with the narrative that's been pushed out by YouTubers like Drazzy, by Remain Relevant, I believe, and other people. I'm sorry, but this whole protect a black woman thing is a bunch of bollocks. Listen, if I was on that show, absolutely not would I defend anybody. Don't know those black chicks from a hole in the wall. Couldn't give a monkey's, mate. And I heard other YouTubers, well, I heard other people who are on the panel make videos, and they said if he tried to hit one of the girls in that, we would have intervened. Listen, let me say this again. I will not even intervene for that. I'm sorry. I am not going to intervene for that. Listen, if I'm walking down the street, yeah, and if I see a black guy, yeah, busting up a black chick, yeah, I'm going to call the police. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not intervening. I'm sorry, I'm not. Because I actually value my life. And I'm not going to risk my life for some random black chick. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. And by the way, it's a fucking talk show. They're talking. People are shouting at each other. That's what they do in Black Chat London. Why do you guys want the men on that show to accost this guy? Why would they do that? That is so dumb. He was having a shouting match with a black chick there, and that's what that show's about. They're having a shouting match. Why should they then accost him for it? Because Drazzy, I don't believe for 1 second, yeah, you would do that if you was on that show. I don't believe you are going to get up and start getting all up in Ginger J's face because of those fucking wig wearers. Let's have it right. Peace.